Hello T-Pros and welcome back to my IT workshop. This is your dude Alvendril, and in this video I have a problem with this HP ProDesk 600 G4 desktop mini PC. So as you can see, we are in front of the monitor. I'm going to turn it on so we can see what's going on. So you can see there the HP logo, and after a few seconds we're going to be prompted to this screen. So it's asking me for the post power on password. So as you can imagine, I don't have it, so I'm going to try a few times. As you can see there, and it's always failing. So it says press F7 to change power on password, but it's asking me the password anyway. So I cannot do anything. So we cannot access the BIOS, we cannot access Linux or Windows, so we cannot do anything. Now, we cannot do anything with software, so we have to do something with hardware. So I'm going to shut down the computer, and then we're going to check on the computer itself, okay? So allow me a few seconds to adjust my camera. So this is the computer. So now I'm going to disconnect everything. And while I'm doing that, this is a good time for you to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. So once we have disconnected everything, I'm showing you how it looks. So it's very small, it's very portable, it's very efficient. So one thing, I have done a video in the past about the same problem on an HP ProDesk 600 G3. This is the G4. So they look the same. By the way, if you want to watch that video, you can click on the top right of this screen. They look the same, but the process is different. The location of the jumper is different. So that's why I decided to do this video, to show you how different it is. So I'm showing you around. I'm going to turn it over. And here you can see the model on the top. I'm going to adjust my camera so you can see better. And in the bottom is the serial number, if you ever need it. So now I'm going to open it. In the back there is a screw. You have to loosen the screw a little. Sometimes you need a screwdriver, but in this case I didn't need to. And you open it like that. So I close it. And you open. So it's very, very simple. Now you can remove the cover. And here is how the internals of this model looks like. Now I'm going to rotate it, and this is the fan for the processor, the heatsink. Also you can see the hard drive or SSD, and I'm going to show you something. But first I'm going to remind you, and I'm showing you that I'm not wearing any jewelry or watches, and I discharge myself of any static electricity that I might have in my body. You can do it by touching the case, for example, so you don't damage the circuitry. So in the ProDesk 600 G3, the jumper is in the top, but in this model it's not. So that's why I wanted to show it to you in this video. So I'm going to rotate it again. And now we have to remove the fan. It's very easy. I didn't remove any screws or something. It's just like you see on the video. So you remove it like this. You put it on the side. I'm not going to disconnect it because we don't need it. And now we're going to remove the RAM. Just like that. In this case, we have two RAM modules. So we remove it like that because the jumper is next to the RAM. Okay, so now allow me a few seconds. I'm going to zoom in. And as you can see over there, it says PSWD, so for password. So I'm going to rotate it again so you can see it better there. So that's the jumper. It's very hidden in this model. It's not very visible like in the G3. So now you just have to remove it with your with the tip of your fingers. Very easy. You don't even have to touch the motherboard. So as you can see, you remove it like that. Very simple. You don't have to press it very hard. Just pull it a little up. Okay, so it comes in different colors. I mean, the jumper in this case is black, as you can see, but it comes in blue and green. So far that's the colors I have found. So now I'm going to connect everything back, the RAM and the fan. And now I'm not going to cover everything, but I'm going to connect everything back, like the mouse, the power and all that. But I'm not going to put back the cover. So allow me a few seconds to adjust my camera. Now I'm going to turn on the computer. As you can see there, we're going to see the HP logo. So this time it took longer, like, I don't know, 7 seconds, 8 seconds. So you're going to see something interesting on the screen about the HP logo. Exactly that. I don't know what that happened. So it's not asking us for any password. So you can see the Windows login screen. If you're using Linux, you're going to see that. So the password is no more. So now I don't have anything to do here. I'm going to reboot it like that. And I'm going to start pressing escape to access the BIOS menu. So you can see the HP is not the BIOS menu, it's the startup menu. So allow me a few seconds to adjust my camera, and I'm going to go to system information of F1. So you can see there system information, the product number, HP ProDesk 600G4DM TAA. You can see the processor, the RAM, 8 GB, the BIOS version. By the way, I'm going to update the BIOS for this model. So when I do that, you're going to be able to watch that video in the top right of this screen. So you can see here the serial number, which is covered, and all the information that you might need. So now I'm going to press escape, and we're going to go to BIOS setup, F10. So on the top, you go to security, and you can see there create post power on password. So that's the password that was configured in this video, the one we have removed we have deleted the password by removing the jumper. So if the first password created BIOS admin password allows you to go to the operating system, but you cannot come here where we are right now to do all these changes. Okay, so the method of removing the jumper is going to erase these two passwords. All right, so now we don't have anything else to do here. I'm going to press escape, I'm going to save it, and we're going to go back to the computer. Next, well, the computer is shut down, obviously, so we are going to remove the fan one more time. We're going to put it aside. Now the power is connected, so we're going to disconnect that. Next, I'm going to zoom in so you can see it better. So as you can see, these are the two pins, and we're going to gently put it back, just like that. You don't even need to touch the motherboard or the RAM modules. And that's it. I'm going to do a final close-up, so to show you how it looks, like that. And now we are ready to go. So now I'm going to put back the fan. I'm going to adjust it as it was before, so make sure that you have that covered. And I'm going to disconnect the mouse and the keyboard. And finally, I'm going to put back the case. So it took me a few seconds to put it back, a few trial and error. But at the end, I was able to do it like that. That's how it sounds. Allowed me a few seconds to disconnect the monitor. So now you screw it back, and now you connect everything back for the final time. So the mouse, the power, the monitor, and now we're going to turn it on. As you can see the light. So now allow me a few seconds to adjust my camera. So you can see the HP logo over there. It took longer this time after we have put back the jumper. But as you can see, Windows is loading. Like I mentioned, can be Linux, doesn't make a difference. So finally, we are in the login screen for Windows. So that's what I wanted to show you in this video, guys, how to reset the BIOS password or admin password for this HP model. Okay, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you have any other comment or questions, leave it in the comment section below. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.